All right. Now we want to work on our pricing. Yeah. So we can still okay. Let's excuse me. We can still okay for this. We changed the minimum height for our group testimonial. So let's return it back to 0 so that the group can wrap around the content. All right. So there we have it. So the next thing we want to do now is copy these are testimonials, copy it and paste it here, then name it pricing, pricing. Yeah, pricing. But here we have button to the right, unlike the one we copied and pasted, which we have view all. So we are going to change this to let me input my button here, button, then let me copy and paste. So I have two buttons now. And let me get rid of this view all. All right. So let me let me let me rename this to monthly, and the second one is yearly. But I need to change the background color of this to white. And the text color, the font color to black. All right. So there we have it. Now I need these buttons to sit at the bottom of the group that contains it. So I'll click on the button and go to layout and click on vertical alignment to be bottom aligned. I'll do the same for this, bottom aligned. And there we have it, monthly, yearly, we have it there. Now moving on, we are going to do this next, this free plan and pro plan. So let us increase the size of our index again, our page index that contains everything. So let's make it 8,000. The height, let's make the height 8,000 so that we can have more space to work below. All right, so free plan, pro plan, we are going to have a group here. Let me undo that. Probably it's because I usually make it too big. Okay, let me put a group here, small. Well, still the same. Jumps up. Let me bring it to the bottom. Yeah, now we have it at the bottom. I'm going to make this a row column first, not fixed width. Minimum height should be, let's say, 1000 for now. All right, so let us have our left We are going to create the left hand side first, then copy to the right. So let's have another group inside, and let us name this one group pricing, and this one group inner pricing. So in our group inner pricing, we are going to make the layout column, because we are going to have this button, this amount, available features, and all down like that. All right, so first thing we want to do is impute our button to the top. All right, so this button is going to be free plan. All right, we are going to change the shade of the background to be this. Yeah, free plan, and the text, the font color will be black. All right, so there we have it. I think the shade is a bit lighter. I think we can get the color of it here. The X code, we can get the X code here, orange. So the X code is okay, shade. Okay, the opacity was just reduced. The opacity was reduced. So let us let's make it the same color and reduce the opacity. No, the font color is still black, while the background color is orange, but yeah, it is the opacity that we want to change. The opacity, let's check out 90, check out 80%, or probably 60. So I guess, okay, so free plan, let us do the layout well. It shouldn't be a fixed width, but the maximum width should not be more than the width of the group that contains it itself. So let's say the maximum width should be 400, while the minimum width can be 150 for now. Now the next thing we want to do is add this price, $0 per month, text, yeah, $0 per month. So let's go to the rich text editor to enlarge the $0. Let's increase the font size to okay. So we can change the size from here. Let's make it like 12. So per month. All right. The font size for this is 80 semi-bold. 80. The size is 80. And let's go back to the rich text editor and choose bold. You can see. Okay, $0 per month, layout, center. Here we have it. Then it shouldn't be a fixed width. The minimum width should be no, it should be fixed width to content, and the minimum width can be 0. Alright, so that width goes to the center. Horizontal alignment, right, left, center, so it should stay in the center. And we have these available features. Available features is going to be in another group. Available features. Yes, it's going to be a column group. Shouldn't be a fixed width. Minimum width can be 300. Alright. Available features, then we put in our text inside as available features. Alright, so the layout shouldn't be fixed width. The minimum width can be 100. Fit width to content, and horizontal alignment should be center. Let's look at 20 medium. 20 medium. Alright. Okay. So the next thing we want to do now is to have access to selected free courses. So as you can see, the layout from here is having another group inside that will contain the, okay, we have another group inside. Sorry, let me undo that. Another group inside, and this layout the layout for this should not be fixed. It should be row. It shouldn't be fixed width. The minimum width can be 0. It likes. Let's make the minimum width 50 actually. So we input our icon inside, which is that of a mark. Okay, we have it here. Access to selected free courses, then we have text by the side rather. Access to selected free courses. Access to selected free courses. Alright. Access to selected free courses. Let us not make it fixed width, but we can fit the width to content. Then the minimum width can be 0. Alright. So let us make the container alignment center, so that way we can copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 of it. So let us look at the gap spacing in between. 20. So available features. Yeah, gap spacing should be in between them. Gap spacing of 20. Sorry, that's 100. 20. All right. Gap spacing of 20. There we have it. Gap spacing of 20. Then we have the bottom to we have the button to the bottom. Have the button to the bottom. So let's click on our button, place it at the bottom. All right, get started. Get started. All right, so let's make this the layout shouldn't be fixed width. All right, the minimum height. All right, so 64 is fine as a minimum width. Let's me look at the height here. 67. 67. All right, so there we have it. Now let us look at our groups from the top again. Group pricing contains everything. Row, group inner pricing. Okay, still a fixed width. All right, so let us copy this. Let's copy this and paste inside our group pricing. Okay, pasting is not working again, so let me reload. All right, the page just reloaded, so let us copy and paste again. Yeah, there we have it. So we can now change this to pro plan and 79 per month. This to pro plan and make this $79 per month. All right, then we can change whatever it is that is inside, but to save our time, let us move on. So let's click on the group pricing and change the behavior of the layout to be space around. All right, space around, so that way we are going to check how responsive our page is now, or how responsive it is. This is 12992.768. all right, and 320. Okay, so it's behaving well, except for the fact that the space that we need to add. So let's click on our group pricing and add a top margin of 150. Top margin of 150. There we have it. And for this, the group pricing, we are going to have a column gap of, let's say, 50, so that when we check the responsiveness, 768. All right. Okay, we can deal with this spacing. We can deal with the spacing with our um okay, let's click on this. With our conditions, let's use this expression and say that top margin, okay, inner group pricing. What we want to do now is to create space in between this, the first group and the second group. All right, so we can say that, okay, now we are in the page breakpoint of 320, or let's say when the page is less than 992, less than or equal to 992, then this should have a top margin, a top margin, a top margin. All right, top margin of, let's say, 80. All right, so that means the page is 992 here. All right, okay, let us change the expression. We don't want it to show on 992. We don't want it to show on 992. So let us change it to when the page is less than 992. All right, so this is 992. So immediately it goes beyond 992. Then we have this space in between. We have the space in between. All right, so that concludes our section, our pricing section. So the next thing we want to look at now is the frequently asked questions, and we go to our filter and we are done with this project. Thank you so much.